What's up guys, this is the Epic Gamer Boy 2 here and welcome back to another video here. And as you guys can see, my phone collection has been growing a lot, as you can see here. So anyway guys, without further ado, let's get started. So today we're finally going to be doing a phone collection video of May 2022. Yes, May 2022. So my phone collection has been growing so big compared to like last month. I made that one, and the reason why I made it on like the 20s something instead of the always in the beginning of the month is because that time my collection still feels the same as last month I made it. So I was waiting until I get the rest of the phones I'm getting soon first, and then making a collection video. So now that we got everything, plus I have to clean all of this, plus I have to put all of these back up after this video because I don't want this to be a big mess. So stuff like consoles, I mean, there's my PC, as you can see, there's my Xbox One. It's an Xbox One S, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, but we're just gonna be including all of the phones, all of the iPads, including that. And yeah, anyway guys, hang on a second. There we go. Let's begin. So first up we have is an iPhone 4 white GSM. It works fully great with no issues besides the, whoops. I know of course notifications are going to be showing up, so I'm going to block them as possible as I can. Alright, so 8GB wide GSM iPhone 4, fully working. I noticed the screen on this thing is a bit yellowish if I go to, because that's because this thing was actually from, oh yeah, I got this from a friend called Meowtech. You can see there's a bit of yellowing, but I mean, I did got some other 4s and 4Ss, but the 4Ss are iCloud locked, and some 4s also work fully great, except some of them have issues, but this one doesn't have issues, so I'm keeping this one. I use it as my main iPhone 4, so yeah, fully working. Next up, we have so this is 8GB. I got this from a friend. Next up, we have is another iPhone 4. This is black CDMA. Whoa, careful. Are you okay? Give it a hold on. I can't show that here. That's it's gone. Okay, so this iPhone 4 here is black CDMA, 64 gig. I mean, not 64, 16GB. I mean, it's a CDMA model. It works fully fine with no issues besides the glitchy vibrate motor. Oh wait, it's not gonna glitch now. Besides the glitchy vibrate motor and the stuck home button, like you have to press it so hard to get it work. Everything else on here seems to be working fine. Besides some scratches and everything, it still looks in good condition besides some scratches. And here we have another iPhone 4. This is, whoa, it hasn't been backed up in so long. Oh, can't show you that. I wish I can blur it out, but it's, oh. Hang on a second. There we go. So this iPhone 4 here is white, 8GB. It's a CDMA model. It works fully great with no issues actually. And yeah, this is also a nice phone to keep in my collection. Even though it's an iPhone 4 and most iPhone 4s are cheap, unless it was a really special one. But yeah, it works and it's in good condition, I would say. 8GB, 16GB, 8GB. I think I got this from like Mercari or something. Also, you might be wondering, how do I still keep buying phones if I'm banned from Mercari? That's because my dad is able to recover his account, so yeah. I mean, I know iPhone 4s could be cheap, but I feel like CDMA iPhone 4s are kind of special because they can't be used in other country. So, if it's, if I had one that is in like worse condition or ones that is iCloud locked or have issues, then those, but those I will smash them. But these two I'm not. I'm keeping these two because these two work fully great. And anyways, moving on. Next up, we have is an iPhone 4S, 64 gigabyte. Okay, can these notifications just... Okay, 64 gigabyte wide. I noticed the back on this thing is not original. I noticed the parts on this is not original, so this must be refurbished. I guess I had this thing for a very long time. Not as long as my iPhone 8, but I had this since like October 2021. So yeah, this is the only 4S I have that I was able to keep the longest because my previous few 4Ss, I just keep smashing them because I keep getting bored. But this one, I'm definitely keeping it because it's very special to me. And yeah, 64 gigabyte wide. Moving on, we're getting to the bigger iPhones. So first up we have is an iPhone. So next up we have is an iPhone 5, 16 gigabyte slate black. 16 gigabyte slate black. Oh yeah. This iPhone 5 used to be in a white housing, so that's why when you boot it up, it's gonna show like a white background a black Apple logo with a white background. Because this iPhone 5 used to be in a white housing, but even so, if it's in this housing, it still looks in pretty good condition. I had this thing since like Christmas or something, and it works fully great with no issues. And yeah, next up we have the iPhone 5C. I just got this today. So yeah, the reason why I got another 5C today is because I lost my previous one like a month ago. I mean, I tried to make a video. I mean, I did try to make a video of what happened to it, but sadly, my iPad keeps running out of storage, and and it keeps saying error uploading videos, so I guess that video is unfortunately lost. So, yeah. But this 5C here actually works perfectly great. This thing's actually 32 gigabyte when I checked. It's actually 32 gigabytes, which is really awesome. It's on 10.3.4 because also I didn't realize a 5 logic board can fit a 5C. Pretty interesting. But yeah, pretty cool. Next up we have is a iPhone 5S, 16 gigabyte space gray. So yeah, I got this from a friend so let me tell you where I got them. So friend, Mercari, Amazon, friend, Mercari, and this one's actually from Amazon. Right, and 16 gigabyte space gray. It works fully great, but this thing has a bad battery. I checked the battery health on this thing with CO2 and it says it's 70, so that's like so bad. And next up we have is another 5S. This one's 16 gigabyte silver. Also works great with no issues. I think this one has a better battery, but it still drops fast. And next up we have with another 5S. This 5S here is 64 gigabyte. 64 gigabyte space gray. And it works fully great. This 5S is actually really good because it's 64 gigabyte. I like this 5S so much. I'm definitely gonna be keeping this because this one is 64 gigabyte. I'm still gonna keep these two because 5Ss are cool. Next up we have is the iPhone 6 Plus, 16 gigabyte. I'm pretty much sure this is also unlocked. Plus, I'm really happy that I got this phone today because I've always been wanting a 6 Plus for a really long time, and I believe it's unlocked. So, yeah, I've always been wanting a 6 Plus for a long time because I've never get a chance to have a working 6 Plus like ever. I know my mom used to have one when I was a child, and I did play it on it, which is pretty cool. And after that, I just didn't really get one, so for myself. But yeah, 16GB works great. It should say no SIM restriction, but whatever. It's still, but at least it's not SIM locked. Next up, we have the iPhone 6s, 64GB, space gray. The only issue with this is that the front camera doesn't work. Like, look. See? I waited for about a second. Doesn't work. So yeah, I got this from a friend. I got this from another friend. That I've been friends with him for almost 2 years. He's called The Great Gamer. Well, I know the 6S feels kind of special for me because this is the last phone that he gave me, but I still have to send it back. So I still have to send this back, but oh well. I mean, I still have like plenty of days to use it until I get the label for it. So yeah. And this one actually does have a bad DSN, I'm pretty sure. Wait, what? Oh yeah, because let me tell you of what happened to this before. So back in like February, I did drop to the 6S like when I was like in outside, and the screen like easily broke because this had an aftermarket screen, and then I gave it to my mom because she's using the iPhone, because she had an iPhone 7 32GB with 79% battery health for her to use it temporarily, but then she kind of broke it, and I took it to a repair shop, and they actually replaced the battery on it as well. So the battery health on this thing is 100. And yeah, but I did something stupid because I was complaining how the front camera doesn't work. Like, I traded to like some Mercari seller, but then they gave it back because I got caught for this, because I also gave him like a junk 4S, but after I smashed it, that seller decided to finally give it back to me, the 6S. So yeah, I'm glad that I have this back because the 6S is special. So we can also, since we're moving on to the 6 and higher, we can actually show you guys the battery health. So the 6 Plus here have 82% battery health. The 6S here, the 6S here have 100% battery health because the battery has been replaced. This one has, hold on, notification. So this 6S, so yeah, this is the 6S Plus here, 64GB space gray. I'm pretty sure this one here is unlocked. And yeah, it's in mint condition. This 6S Plus here, I had it kind of for like, I had this thing for many months. So today I got another 6S Plus here, which is kind of a bit more special because this one here is 128GB. Also, this thing, so yeah, but this one is unfortunately SIM locked though. It's actually locked to AT&T. So, but yeah, I can just still use it to do other stuff besides my carrier. So yeah. So yeah, today not only I got some phones from my friend, yeah, Tax Like July, I got a 5C and a 6S Plus today because I kind of don't know where my pink 5C went. Plus I still miss having like a 128GB 6S, like 6S Plus, because last year I did have a 128GB 6S or 6S Plus. So yeah, I got this one. The battery health is like, on this is like, 83, but this thing actually has some charging issues actually, but I was able to charge it to 100, but then it dropped down to 78. So when I got this thing, it was actually stone dead. It took forever to charge. I mean, it even takes forever to go on the low. It takes forever to charge. It takes forever to not update, but it took forever to charge from 0 to 100. But after charging from 100, I left it powered off and then I turned it back on again to do a phone clicking video, and now it's already at 78. So I guess this 6S Plus might need a battery replacement, but other than that, it seems to work fine. Next up, we have is an SE first gen, 64 gigabyte. I believe this one's unlocked. The reason why my SIM card's in there is because my dad doesn't trust me bringing very good phones outside. Because, I mean, I have lost phones at public before. I mean, I've lost my Note 5 before, which is a really nice phone. I miss that Note 5. And some other nice Android phones that I lost in school before. So yeah, that's why my dad can't trust me bringing iPhones outside. Next up, we have is an iPhone 7. This one's 128 gigabyte. Okay, can these notifications just shut up? Almost. Okay, good. So this one here is 128 gigabyte. It's actually rose gold, but it has an aftermarket screen. Oh, so, oh yeah, I forgot to mention the battery health. So 82. This one has 83. 84. This one has 90, which is really good. And look, it's at 1%. I actually got it with an aftermarket screen, so that's that. This one and this one is 64 gigabytes, so I would say I would say this: friend, Mercari, Amazon, friend, Mercari, Amazon, Mercari, friend, special friend, Mercari, friend, and this one's from Mercari. And next up we have is an iPhone 7 Plus here. It's 120 gigabyte and it's also special to me because this is what happens if you leave your phone powered off for so long. So the battery health on is actually 100. I don't think this thing's water resistant anymore since that, because I'm guessing the battery health on this thing got replaced. So yeah, but it's also SIM locked. These two are, this one and this one's locked to AT&T, but I can just still use it to do other stuff besides putting my SIM card in there. So yeah, it's really nice to have. It's matte black and it works fully great with no issues besides I don't have the right carrier for it. Next up we have is an iPhone 8, and this phone is getting special to me because I had this thing for almost a year, or actually for 10 months I would say. And the battery health has been 81 for almost a year. This is so epic. For anyone who wants this phone, sadly, it's getting close for me. Sadly, I had this thing for almost so long, so yeah. This was actually my main phone in like July for a very short time. Because I didn't have any other phones besides that, so yeah. Friend, Mercari, Amazon, because back then I didn't know what Mercari was. And next up we have is an iPod Touch 7. Also, this is something I have to mention, guys. This video will will be longer than the previous one I did due to how many phones I have. So plus I have to put this back after this video as well. So next up we have the iPod Touch 7th Gen. It's gold 32 gigabyte. I kind of miss my red one that I had last year, but this one is still good. I know it's only 32 gigabyte, but I mean, it's actually not bad still. Plus, Apple discontinued the iPod Touch 7th Gen like almost a week ago. Already a week ago. So I guess. I guess I'm just gonna be keeping this thing for a very long time. Next up, we have a really nice phone here. It's an iPhone 11. It's 64 gigabyte black. I know I could have gotten a nice color with it, but my dad picked this color. So yeah, it also did came with its original blocks, but it's sim locked to like TracFone or wireless. I got this thing at Walmart for like $300, which is actually not a bad deal. But yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna use that as my main dairy phone. I can't use my SIM card in there, but I can use it for other stuff. So that's nice. Next up, we have is an Apple Watch here. This is the only Apple Watch I have. It's a Series SE. And it's actually really nice and really fast as well. I'm actually glad that my dad bought me this Apple Watch. I had it for about a month now, so yeah, it's really nice. And I like it a lot, so. Okay, can this... And you want to know how many millimeter this is? Why does this keep opening calculator? And this thing is 40 millimeters, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's 40 millimeters and it's really nice. And I do have an extra band in here, which I'm going to be keeping. I need to make sure not to lose it. Discord notifications, of course. And next up, we have this AirPods here. I'm guessing this is actually AirPods 1. Yeah, here's proof that it works. I'm guessing this is AirPods 1 here. It works fully great and I like it a lot. So, yeah, now we're moving on to... First, let me show you guys what's in this box. We have an extra Apple Watch band. We have an iPhone XR case that I don't have the phone itself. We have some extra earbuds and stuff, and we have fake AirPods. Some of these I got them on my 15th birthday. Some of these I got them like at random places. So yeah, and here's this phone that I want to show you guys. This phone is really special to me. It's the phone that I have the longest on my collection. This is actually my old phone from 2020. It's an iPhone 8 Plus, 256 gigabyte. I had this thing since like it was almost on the day that it almost came out. So, which is really cool to be honest. I had this thing the longest, but not as long as my old Galaxy S1. My old Samsung Galaxy S1 was actually my first ever phone I ever had, but unfortunately I lost it in like my mom's old card in January 2020. Plus, I didn't really care about that phone that time since I wasn't really collecting. If I still have it, then I would definitely keep that thing forever. Even though if that phone has been reset already since like the last time I had it. So yeah, but this 8 Plus is special. Also, yes, it does overheat when I use it a lot, so this is why I just don't really use it that much. I just go here to look at some old stuff I have, and yeah, really nice. And this thing is actually kind of refurbished. I had this thing since it almost came out. Fun fact, this was actually my mom's old phone from like late 2017 to late 2017 to early 2019. But before that, she had a 6 Plus, and I had an S3. But then with my S3 broke, my dad gave me his old LG G2, and I used it in 2018. It was actually not that bad until I realized the screen was kind of small on that. So yeah, and then oh yeah, when my mom got an iPhone 10R in like 2019, I think she either used this as her backup phone or gave it to my sister because that time my sister 6 Plus broke, and yeah, but then when I was 13 was new, I traded my iPhone 6 into Apple because I want because iPhone 6 doesn't get iOS 13, so then I got this instead, and I actually did rage that day in like March 2020, but my friend Elias from Meowtech fixed it for me, and it's nice, and it's I mean I did rip the Touch ID cable when I tried to repair it myself, so I mean it still works fine besides Touch ID, so and overheatingness, so yeah. Now we're moving on to the iPads, ranging from old to new. So first up, we have an iPad 4 here, 16 gigabyte wide. By the way, yeah, I did get a new case for this iPad because my leather one actually broke because I turned that, because I left that in a drawer like under my table for about many days, and some dust got under, and I tried to clean it and it ruined the case. So I then got this case, which is actually really protective and really nice. But yeah, 16 gigabyte. Used to have a cracked screen, but I got it replaced but I got the screen replaced. So yeah, I was really yeah, like is now fully functional. Next up, we have an iPad Mini 2 here, and this one's actually not the 32 gigabyte one. This one here is actually the scam one, because I can actually see some like weird thing on the screen when it's turned off. You guys can't probably see it, but I can. It is 16 gigabyte. So unfortunately, I did got scammed when I was at the repair shop. So here's something I have to tell you guys. So my iPad Mini 2, I took it to a repair shop for a battery replacement, because every time if I leave it dead for a few days, it just acts like it's stone dead, and it acts like that it's stone dead, but I took it into I took it to a repair shop to get the battery replacement, but the repair workers are being kind of lazy there, because they are wondering why do I keep coming there, and I told them because I keep smashing phones. So they're like, and then instead of they fix it, replace the battery, they just gave me another one that's the exact same, except it's 16 gigabyte, which is really stupid. I mean, which is really stupid, because why would they? Which is really stupid. I should have gone to a different repair shop instead, because I've been to my local one so many times. If you guys want to know the names, then comment down below or something, and I'll find one. I'll try to explain to you. But I'll still use it as my secondary main iPad, even though it's 16 gigabyte. And my third iPad, and this is my personal iPad here. It's an iPad 6th Gen 120 gigabyte, and it's fully functional. Here. I mean, also I did reset this thing because this thing was running out of storage, because I have over 200 Minecraft boards and so many mods, but I used like a iPod Touch 7 backup, and it seems to be working just fine now. So yeah, works fine with no issues. And next up, we have an Android tablet. It's my Galaxy A7 Lite, I'm pretty sure. it's dead right now, but it works fully great with no issues. I have well, actually, it's good that it's dead because I have so many APK stuff on here, and I don't want any weird ads to be showing up during this video. First of all, if any weird ads show up on here while I'm in the middle of filming this video, this can't get copyrighted, so it's good that I did not charge this for it to turn on. And now we're getting to some broken phones. So first up we have is this random crap phone that works. It's some sort of Nokia. It still works, but it's still gonna be smashed because it's junk. Next up we have an iPhone 7 Plus here. This one's jet black, but it's in like good condition besides so many scratches on the screen. But sadly this thing's water damaged and doesn't turn on. So I guess this can only be for smashing. I thought I was gonna use this to fix my friend's 7 Plus, but this one's unfortunately water damaged, so it has to be smashed, unfortunately. Or it is for smashing. Next up here we have a LG something. Don't know what LG this is, but doesn't work for smashing. This one's an HTC. The buttons are missing and it's also for smashing. Next up we have a 3G. To be honest, I've never had a 3G before, so this one here is broken, so it's only for, so I can only use it for, so this thing can only be smashed even more. Next up we have is this random phone. It's also a type of a Motorola Droid, but all it does is that this thing just vibrates when I plug it in. Water damaged, junk. And then we got this phone, which is missing the battery. And down here, so junk. And this phone here is also for smashing. Another type of LG something. Plus the screen on it's already cracked, so yeah. Next up here we have is a broken iPhone 5. This one has a bad battery and a little bit of dented housing in the first place, except I broke it even more. Next up we have a Motorola Droid something. I mean, it works, but it has issues. And next up we have this small LG phone that works, but also have issues. So this is also gonna be smashed. And this is and over here we have a Galaxy S6. This is actually this is actually one of my very secret phone in like 2021. I think I got it in like I think I forgot when I got it, but I used it as my secret phone in case if I ever rage out my whole phone collection, my whole phones again, then I still have this. But unfortunately, in like January this year, I raged at this because I said something really bad to my mom that I don't want to say on here. Yeah, but it still looks fixable, so I'm still gonna keep it. And we have two flip phones that's definitely gonna be smashed. So yeah guys, that is all my phone collection video. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.